Hi, I'm Orna Walters.
And I'm Matthew Walters.
And we're known as the Power Couple because we help our clients step back into their power and into love.
And today we're going to talk about how to really truly be of service from, your true source and to not fall into sacrifice in your life.
A lot of times in a relationship, we're either taught by modeling, right? We'll model somebody, a parent, a friend, somebody that we grew up with, and we somehow learn that we're supposed to sacrifice for the good of the relationship. And this ultimately doesn't work. Sacrificing ourselves in a relationship ultimately dooms the relationship. Because what happens when we sacrifice self is we get resentful. And that's the reality.
And sometimes we think of, well, if I just do a little more, then I'm going to get a little more, right? If I just keep doing, eventually I'll get what I need. And that's really a recipe for, like Orna said, it's really a recipe for creating resentment within the relationship.
And so what we want to talk to you today is a really great way to get back in rapport with yourself so that you can feel whole and complete and allow yourself then to share your life with somebody, with a true soul partner, so that you can both be two complete people sharing and being in a relationship together.
So the tool we're going to talk about today is something we like to call the inner child date.
And the inner child date is pretty simple. It's taking yourself out on a date once a week for 2 to 3 hours at a stretch. And this is something that you do all by yourself and only for yourself.
So you're really looking for something that's going to feed that, inner little boy or inner little girl inside of you, that part of you that really just wants to play and just wants to recharge and refuel in a way that's really fun and joy-filled.
And I got to tell you that this tool is one of the things we get the most resistance on when we work with our clients. And when we actually get them to step up and make this commitment to themselves, to take the time to do an inner child date once a week, they're actually more productive, more focused, and have more time. Because I think a lot of coaches talk about these two words. I think this phrase is overused quite a bit, this idea of self-sabotage. And the reality is that self-sabotage happens when we are out of rapport with ourselves.
Yeah, so there's a part of us inside that needs something, and we're not getting it. And so it creates, when we're not paying attention to that part, it creates all kinds of behaviors that actually become detrimental to us. And that's where those self-sabotaging behaviors come from. It comes from an inner lack of rapport or an inner conflict that we're having.
So what we like to say is that it's your job to keep your cup full to overflowing, and then you're of service from your saucer. So you're of service in your relationship from your overflow, right? From the extra. You're of service to your children, to anybody, to your parents, to whoever it is that's in your life. You get to truly be of service when your cup is full and you're actually being of service from that overflow. And a great way to fill your cup is to take yourself out on an inner child date once a week.
So we've got a whole list of activities that are either free or extremely cheap in the free articles section of our website at creatingloveonpurpose.com. And so you can go and you can search those out, and it's a really great resource for you to sort of find ways, to go out there and really play with that inner child.
And one last thing, in case we didn't mention it specifically, I just want to say that it's your little child inside of you that selects the activity that you're going to do on that inner child date. And then the adult part of you just takes care of all the logistics that you have to take care of in order that your little boy or little girl can just go and play and you can get back in rapport with yourself.
So go ahead and check out the free articles section at creatingloveonpurpose.com, and you can find that list. I believe the article is
your cup empty or overflowing?
So it's Is Your Cup Empty or Overflowing? That's
the title of the article. And hey, you know what? We have about 60 ideas there, but if you come up with anything, you want to share anything about the inner child date, just post something in our forum there at creatingloveonpurpose.com. We have a forum where you can start your own thread, and if you have a question or a comment, or you want to share an activity maybe that you had with your little child and that really made a big difference for you, we'd love to hear about it.
All right, so have fun playing in the sandbox, and we will talk with you soon.
All the best.